You can hear that the cushioning is a little bit crunchy, but it actually worked out fine. Got to give credit where credit is due, though. I wanted to hate this bag, especially after having to return it twice and finally get this one. I spent 20 minutes going over this bag, making sure that it didn't have any more defects or anything wrong with it. I didn't want to like this bag, seriously, after having returned it twice. But after looking over all of the features, it actually has some features that the normal Deuter bags don't have, which was surprising. So it goes to show that even though materials and the construction can't meet the legit article because of quality control, whoever designed this actually did a pretty decent job. So I'm going to review this bag like I would a normal bag and just go over some of the features really quick. First of all, yes, it does have the air comfort system. Yes, even though the stays are plastic, it won't hold a heavy load and you'll lose it because the bag will flatten up against the mesh, but it is there. You have the standard chest locking right here with the waist belt that clasps, and this is so cool. Whereas the Deuter usually only has one valuables pocket on the hip belt, it has two, one on each side, which is actually like a good idea. I'm surprised that I didn't think of that sooner. Why more companies don't do that? They usually only put one valuables pocket. Why don't they put two? Because it doesn't take up any more space, and you have that extra other side of the waist strap anyway, and it helps me to keep things separated. So that's one of the things that actually turned me on to this bag in the first place, was the fact that I could put my iPod in one pocket and my camera in the other, so, or a phone in the other. So that was a good thing. You got the main compartment right here with the hydration pouch, which is kind of weird. One thing you'll notice also about the counterfeit bags is they'll have the hydration pouch, but they won't have the hole at the top for you to fit a hydration tube through, which is fine because I never use it for that anyway. I just use this as a separation pocket for gear. But that's another thing to look out for between the real article and the copy. But this is actually fine. So you got the main compartment right here with a separator, just like a lot of Deuter bags do. However, like the North Face Solaris, the separation isn't complete. It only zippers up a certain way, but better than the Solaris, it actually zippers. It's not just like toggles fitting through a hole. I'll show you that in a second. Open up through the bottom here of the pack. As you see, there is a zipper right here, but it doesn't zip all the way. You got these openings on the side, so still can't have a complete seal like you do on the Futura 42. But still, better than nothing. This zipper is a lot better than like toggles that you would find on some other backpack. So you have the main compartment with this separation, and you have access from the bottom too, which isn't bad. You have a second pocket over the main compartment right here. Let me see if let me zip up the main compartment so that it doesn't get in the way. So you have a second pocket just outside here, and they actually did a good job. They put the organizer up against the back and not on the flap of the backpack. So good job there. Unfortunately, this doesn't open up all the way. It only opens up this much, so it's kind of narrow. And also, the organizer isn't, the problem with that is not deep. See how far my finger goes in? Probably up to like the knuckle. That's as deep it is as it goes. So you can't stick a full-size pen into any of these pockets. You're going to have to use one of those mini pens that you get as giveaways at career fairs and stuff like that. This is as deep as the pocket goes, so you're only going to be able to use small notebooks and stuff like that, but just fine. I can just stick like notebooks in the main part right here, this deep, and not have to worry about these little pockets. And then you have a small little valuables pocket on the bottom outside right here. Oh, another thing that I was impressed by is the fact that even though I knew I was buying a counterfeit bag, they took the time to print the actual card that comes with legit bags, and it looks real. See here, it's got the thing, care instructions, and a little bit of history about the company in multiple languages, just like you would find if you bought the legit bag. Plus addresses for the company headquarters in the States and in Germany. So I don't know, I kept this card because I just wanted to show you that sometimes these counterfeit guys like actually go all the way through and put a lot of effort into making this thing look legit. And then the last thing about this bag, which I wanted to show you that I was impressed by, is this has a rain cover. How's that? They didn't cheap out on everything. This has an integrated rain cover, which is amazing because most of the bags that I've seen for sale by legit companies still don't come with an integrated rain cover. So I got to give it up for Deuter, or actually these guys who copied Deuter, for putting this in. So this bag isn't a total loss. I wanted to hate it, but I have to give it credit. It's actually useful. It has a lot of pockets for separating my gear. It still has the rain cover. The material here, I haven't gone to the material. It's a nylon feeling. It's not quite as thick as some of the Condora I've seen, but I've seen like name brand companies that use this feeling material. I don't know what to call it. Feels like nylon ripstop, but yeah, it has a ton of pockets. It does what I need it to do. It has the rain cover. Lets me separate my gear. It's been light. It's been comfortable. It's been pretty durable because so far I used it for the other half of my trip in Thailand and as a carry-on on the plane. So it's not a complete loss. I was debating whether or not I was going to sell it or keep it. So I might keep this and have it as an emergency overnight bag, just have it in the corner of my closet, pack it with stuff ready so that if I need to go somewhere I can just grab this bag and go. Overall impressions, this, I keep wanting to call it the Deuter Cerrotorre 40, like it's a legitimate model, but it's a good bag. Hope this helped you with determining whether or not you wanted to get a counterfeit bag or whether or not you would be able to tell if it was a legit article. And yeah, I guess that's about it for my review for this. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day. Bye.